What's up, guys? I am Wakusu Blaze, aka evilrex, coming to you live. Now, keep in mind, I haven't eaten breakfast, and I've been angry. Not at myself, not at any of you guys. Angry at a certain insect species that won't leave me alone. Anyways, folks, the reason why there's another episode, because one, we gotta complete our decks. Because there's like still a lot of this we have to complete. Mainly the SRs and URs. Secondly, before we basically get into me going over a story, we are saying something. Remember, guys, to like, comment, and subscribe. And hit the notification bell. It will help the channel out a lot. It lets you know when I go live. And also tell his friends and family. It will help the channel out. You like what I do? Then don't be scared to subscribe. Anyways, we the Merry Pondo Patrol. Hold on. Gonna check my mic. Make sure it's actually working. Okay, it's working. This is the base of the Pondo Patrol, located in the port town. Hold on. Yo, okay, damn it, sorry. At the entrance, waited a troll intending to welcome those hoping to join the Pondo Patrol. Welcome, brothers, from the day say forward. Ye be all members of the Pondo Patrol. Ye probably don't know much about the group just yet, but I show ye the ropes. The Pondo Patrol is a band of pirates, you see, and we all take our orders from Captain Blackbeard. Now ye might be thinking, we some no good band of brutes, but we aren't like that, I tell ya, ye. We always a merry buds. We sail the seas aboard our ship, may like only we know how. We sail here and source of treasure. When troubles brews, we work together to and overcome it. And we always share our joy with the whole crew. And anyone who ever does something less than agreeable, we take pride in righting the wrong. That's the Pondo Patrol way. The captain got quite an appetite, but his belly's a tiny thing next to his big beast. Big heart. always responds to the crew crew self is this with kindness. Even that wicked eye, it bold black eyes, has got to attach it to him. Black Eyes does as the captain tells him. He guides a ship along the east coast. Oh, survey the surrounding waters. He may not look like it, but he is another valuable member of the crew. Next, I ought to introduce you to the 3 biggest names among the crew. First, you got Whitebeard, an engineer, as experienced as they come. A soul who can maneuver the ship like he can. But on rare occasions, and I do mean well, you see, sometimes he steals us in from the one direction. That being said, he always gets us where we need to be when we need to be. It's a real hair scratching, you know? Then there's Redbeard, our navigator.
Put water on my car.
What?
Put water on my car.
Why?
So I just took it to the car wash and had it washed. Now there's spots all on my windshield. You did, didn't you? Don't do that no more.
What? Am I rained last night?
Nah.
Then there's Redbeard, our navigator. He's a young un, but he's always keep us pointing the right way. He got a loose sense of time, but he's a leader respected beyond his years. And last up is Bluebeard, a Marino and a top-notch technician. He always designing ships all the time, but from what I heard, he can make just about anything. If there's anything you need made, you can never go on asking him. And I am going to keep on doing that because it's fun. Yay, asking for trouble. Ah, that sounds like Celebrate Patrol with gunfire to me. The ship must be about to raise anchor. That's always sure to boost the crew's morals. After sending a new ship out to sea, it's customary for the gang to let the girl sail to a place nearby. Like a little celebratory skip around the pond, you know? That's the hell Bluebeard's latest ship, the Last. She got loads of space for anyone aboard, as well as a cargo hold for bounties of treasure A real beauty, ain't she? She ain't the only boat that stays afloat, but it don't hurt to know the best. That ship with the horn, the bone, sees nothing to sneeze at either. What with her speed and cannon power. If you're looking for a short trip on a sunny day, see your gal, best stock up on fuel first, though with the way she guzzles it. And then that black ship over there, the Mohawk, that's the one you look to if you need to sail under the cover of darkness. Not that it makes sailing a piss waxing and easy task, just to be clear, still best to walk alongside other ships. Speaking of which, now real loud to let each other know our positions. Huh? What? You can't really go unnoticed in the dark if you're seeming right. Don't be such a children, brother. So the sea can be a scary place, full of all sorts of dangers. But still we go out to meet the waves, jovial as we can be. And no matter how smooth the sailing, the captain always got a plan B in case things turn sour. The captain cares daily for his comrades, so he wouldn't do it any other way. By the way, we be here till the ship comes back to port. Always gotta make sure things are clean and ready for a feast. So there's plenty to do, brother. Thank you, my goblin brethren. For this is the day, the one and only day, when the demon Lunars shall rise to greatness. And so, the other dual spirits, what we are made of. Man, doing that voice. Legit, guys, doing that one specific voice reminds me of when I did the Jimmy Kins voice. And yes, guys, if you say Jimmy Kins in chat, I will do the Jimmy Kins voice, which is basically this. Sorry for headphone users or people who's wearing headphones. Jimmy Kins! It's like a bunny sensation, but also it's like a soulful sensation. From the mouth, vibrations is sent up through the mouth. Like legit, man. I guess I'm under the weather. Well, that doesn't stop me from streaming for you guys. Well, it'll be me being sick, me with COVID, me with cancer, or me with any disease, or injury. As long as it's not serious or life-threatening, I will stream for you guys. I promise you that. Because you guys are pretty cool people. Now when I say you guys, I mean including ladies. You lads and lasses are very great people. Very supportive. And, well, yeah. So, did you know that only... So, did you know that only 30%, did you guys know, did you know that only 30.5% of you are subscribed? And that 98.5%, wait, no, wait, not 98, did you guys know that 69.5% of you aren't subscribed? Why not just help get that number lower by subscribing? It won't hurt, and if you ever decide to change your mind, you can. Because it won't cost you nothing. Yee, matey. It won't cost you nothing to subscribe. But you get more videos and streams like this. To where I'm talking like a pirate. And doing different voices. You hear? Supervise, I'm trying to freaking stream. Oh, I just thought something. Hey, Skyrim, but we can't basically stream, but basically we cannot do is loot corpses of humans. We can't loot human corpses for armor. We can throw seals in the weapons, but not for armor. And that was like, okay, so weapon, seal, gold, miscellaneous, we can loot them for, but not like armor. I'm gonna be adding that to basically the rules of the Oak one. Seal dating flies. Trying to stream here. I don't want to keep on moving around just to basically get you guys and get you freaking flies to not land on me or go near me. Flies. Trying to stream. I'm doing my job. Let's see this. Just ruin their hand. And let's activate all of them. Select you. Two flies.
Not leftover?
So, but can you deal with the flies?
It's one thing to do that.
Really?
Yeah, I gotta go and post up the pharmacy.
You know, you.
I'm just telling you where I'm going.
And there's a bone away in there for the leftovers.
Well, I'm not walking there.
Yeah, but I'd rather be in a bowl. I'd rather be in a bowl. Makes it easier. Flies! Don't go near my eye, you freaking flies!
There's bees right there. There's bees right there.
No, I said flies.
I know, but there's bees.
I was it?
We were looking for her yesterday.
Yeah, but she came in last night.
Now, tomorrow won't be all that hot.
Let's activate you. And you. Choose you. You and you. Pick you. Pick you and you. You. Summon you. Activate you. Okay, let's do you. I think that's enough. Might not be. Let's just go. It wasn't enough. Dang. If I lose this time around, I will say it. And I'll say it like this. Oh, this. Oh, this. Oh, like this. Oh, like this. Basically, I'll say it in voice. That might be my own. Seriously. Looks like I might be saying it. Yep, I'm definitely saying it. Alright. Just be at somewhat not powerful. I lost again. I lost. I won't lose this time. Not again. Again. I must use them. Bow of the West, Trident of the East, Seal of the North. My bad. Bow of the West, Sealed. Wait. Let me try what? Bow of the West, Trident of the East, Seal of the South, Key of the North. Unlock the gate that will grant me what I seek. Break the seal upon my soul. Guide my hand to achieve my wish. I wish to bring down my foe. To bring victory upon me. Let me redo that because I freaking forgot it was just supposed to be set, and if it didn't, I misplaced. Say full. Now I just gotta do it in one take. Bow of the West, Trident of the East, Shield of the South, Key of the North. Unlock the gate that will grant me what I seek. Break the seal upon my soul. Guide my hand to achieve my wish. I wish for victory upon defeat, for my foe to be defeated. Smoking Jaw 2. You think that's the end? Draw. Set. N. You. Which one is the first monster I set with the jaw? anyone that's ever made a jaw deck. Like a deck similar to this, but with just jaws. I think I'll activate you. Come here, second one. Ah, now I get tokens. A token, because you destroy the monster. And that monster becomes then. I think I'll set you. And activate. And flip summon Morphing Jaw! Now my Morphing Jaw effect should activate. And that's not the only jaw I will activate. First I activate the spell Dark Room of Nightmares. Next I banish you. And you. 2. I activate Marshmallow glasses and set a card. And I end my turn. I be careful of which card you attack. And I now activate Gingerbread House. And chain it with Jaw of Evidence. Return to the deck of my cards. You can't beat me this deck, but you can't deal enough attack points. This deck might be weak. This deck has a flaw. It might not be meta, but there's one thing this deck can do, and that's annoy. That's embarrass. That is defeating you without attacking, not once. I might make a deck like just a jaw deck. No? Fancy a card that has no use and couldn't lose this right now. Oh, I wouldn't keep them at above 2,000 or at 2,000. I mean, instead of banishing Marshmallow glasses, you should have banished Gingerbread House. Yeah, if I had no monsters on the field, that would be, I believe. Yep, that actually says Blacktail. Yeah, I think I'll activate one more gun out of the thing. And you. And activate again. Gaining 1,000 life points. Oh, any time you take damage, basically be receiving damage. I draw. Oh, bouncing that card, eh? Shoebugs. Go set, and end. Tangle, move. Actually, I was just gonna put that right there. And yes, I'll activate Gingerbread House. And Nightmare Wheel, in case you do. Ah, so you did ban the Gingerbread House. Won't save you. Because right now, all I need is 2 6s. Or 6 and a 1. Or 6 and a 2. Or 6 and a 3. Or 6 and a 4. Or 6 and a 5. Or 5 and a 2. Or 5 and a 3. Or 5 and a 4. Or and a 5. Or 5 and a 6. Or a 4 and a 5. Or a 4 and a 6. Or a 4 and a 4, or a 4 and a 3, or a 2 and a 6, or a 2 and a 5. Basically, as long as I get a higher number than you, and you with the lowest numbers, I will win. But right now, let's see here, you have enough monsters to... Even if the deck was running at its max capacity of heal, I would say you would have enough damage to get me down pretty low. Here comes the effect. And a 5 and a 6. Now, number 2. Roll die dice. A 6. A 3. The dice have betrayed me. Let's do that again. Mainly because certain cards can prevent my opponent from attacking and grant us victory! Child's play! And no, guys, there's no Coast Evil Dolls in this deck. I checked. Let me phrase that. There's no Coast Evil Murderous Dolls in this deck. I checked. And otherwise, there's no Chuckies in this deck. My decks don't work like that. Except for if they're a zombie deck. Then maybe a Cold Storm, if the deck calls for it. Time to roll thy dice! A 2 and a 1. No! My dice betrayed me! again, I'm actually thinking about making a deck similar to this, but it's like just draw monsters. Like we have, let's see, well we have like Cobra Draw, as well as other ones like freaking MFing Monster Jaw or Morphing Jaw. I now have one combo. Come on. Attack. Come on. Attack. Guess what? You will take damage. I'm wondering if a certain deck is in this. See, thanks to this, my opponent cannot target any other monsters except for Moss Melon. Well, at least they're not in the main. At least they're not in the battle phase. I think I could take them down. A Link Summon. They're probably going to target this. Blackbeard. Another Blackbeard. I mean, like, think about it. Like, make a tile deck based around Moss Melon. Or a tile. For a moment there, I thought it was a card I could actually use to win. Actually need it. Which, by the way, guys, the card I actually needed right there was a Walmart Jaw. And yes, if I do make a Jaw deck, I'm gonna include a Walmart Jaw for the heal and the rolls, because, come on, a Walmart Jaw heals you. And your opponent cannot destroy it by battle when you basically had flip summon it. The only way to destroy it is through effects. And if you have a card on the field that prevents your opponent's effects, then you will basically be having a Walmart Jaw that can't be destroyed by effects or by battle. You like that, guys? fact. Let's see you. Oh, fun fact, guys. I actually once designed a Yugioh Master. Let's give this deck. Nah, let's change deck. Yeah, I actually once designed a Yugioh Master. What? Hold on, let me check those two. But I feel like, okay, so basically this Yugioh Master is like, yo, you get to the field, and it seems weak. Oh, so dang, this was the one I had the two. Dang. Can't do meant to my assault of Gen Knights. Wait, I think. Dang, I was going to use one of these. Okay, I think I know what I'm going to do. So basically, the monster is called Power Offensive. And the way how it worked was, so it's about, like the more monsters you had, like, okay, so basically, when you play it, like when you summon it, it basically starts off with 0 attack. It's like basically it has a time being. So basically, the amount of cards, I believe it was like either the amount of cards on the field or the amount of cards in your grave. Grave basically decided to attack points times 1000, but it was basically like a double-edged sword. So basically, it will summon a ton of monsters, like the field, including crit monsters that will crit to it, and basically this will give it a unbalanced amount of attack points that will OTK in one go your opponent. Then I basically decide, yo, how about I create anything more? Yo, this card ain't broken enough. So how about I create an even broken version? And I did. I took Power Offensive, which was supposed to be a symbol of friendship. A card that's supposed to be so that you can do anything you can put your mind to when you have your friends with you. That your friends will always be there to support you. And basically, I created the most strongest version. The stronger version of the card. I believe it was either when drawn, you win the duel, or when played, you win the duel. An OTK wasn't even possible with this card when you summon it, or when you basically get it in the hand. I believe it was when you get it in the hand, it just insta defeats your opponent. It's basically was like if Exodia was one card you had to draw. Instead of 5 different whole 5 pieces, like 5 different cards you had to draw. So basically, like Exodia all together in one hand, but as one card. And that's basically what the most broken version of the card was. And that's not all, there's most. And freaking looking back at the card, my heart has improved a bit. So it's curious, I'm curious when all of you guys would basically like me to try and design like a title outside based around this one card. Because when I get my laptop working, I might do a stream, not stream, well I just try to redesign these cards, and basically just try and make them a bit more better looking than just a stick figure with a sword and shield called Power of Friendship. Because it might be interesting too now that I think about it. Okay. Let's see this, go battle, activate you, boom. Okay, now that we defeated them, let's try and make a deck. Since basically the gates are barely a challenge for me. It's why I tend to use decks like Peaceful Gingerbread instead of my most stronger decks when I'm doing the gates, mainly because they are basically too strong. Okay, now copy of this. So we'll have this. Rename it Yugioh. Let's see what we got to work with. Yugioh. Oh, we can't use Yugioh because of it says Jaw Greed on it. Ancient Jaw. Oh, the armor. Dragon Pack Blue. Serving Jaw. Jaw Wobble. Wait, Jaw of Greed. Okay, so we can actually use Jaw Turtle. Sweet. Because that's basically saying Jaw of Greed, which is basically just draw one card. And that's a good amount of defense, too. Let's see here. What cards we had? I think something. Oop, forgot 3 cards. Actually 4 cards. Okay, let's see here. So we need a total of 6 cards to put in the deck. Just to mess with the dragon players. You know what? I will include. And yes, before you guys get on me, Dragon Piper. Liz. Okay, so Dragon Piper looks like a jaw, even though it doesn't have jaw in its name. So that's the only exception. Actually, And I basically consider parts. So yeah, just one jaw wobble. Okay, so that's what it would look like. Okay. Okay. So basically, dismantle you. Okay, let's dismantle you. To get back right. And you. The reason why I'm dismantling them is so I can get back what I use. Wait, what? Oh, okay, so I can't get back what I use. So, okay. So that's what it would look like. Okay, interesting. Good to know. Let's basically do our dailies. Do some duels. Try and get some more. What? Ah, dang. It ended. Oh well. Let's do some peaceful gingerbread. Action and ranks. Keep in mind, guys, my peaceful gingerbread deck, even though I found it online, keep this in mind. It is not meant to be a meta deck. It's not meant to be a deck that is taken seriously. Down tag, like shit. Like if you're going up against it, just simply have fun. So it has cards in it that basically are hard to get around, but that's just so you guys can basically have a challenge while having fun. To make you think on your toes, remember that this is still a TCG game at its heart. And yeah, I was thinking about doing a angel deck, but I couldn't find a proper one. Yes, I am going to keep my word for when we hit 100 subscribers. To those who don't know, what I promise is when I hit 100 subscribers, I will go back on what I said about streaming Cyberpunk. Where it's basically, if I remember correctly, I said, and I quote, stream Cyberpunk. But, I have streamed Cyberpunk in the past. But basically, doing a stream on Twitch, I think it was either Twitch or basically during one of my streams, it was either Twitch or YouTube. I said I was streaming Cyberpunk when we hit 100 subscribers. I said I was streaming Cyberpunk playing as a girl, aka playing as female V. Now keep in mind, doing that will be a completely separate build than what I am doing for Cyberpunk. That when I do Cyberpunk on Twitch. Right now I'm just trying to figure out a way to get my phone to like stay charged enough so I can keep the freaking thing open. See fries. have like Google open on the build so I can know what skills to get. Because it's not like I can just basically do this is go about taking this entire build and writing this entire build's freaking guide down like on a piece, like on a notepad or separate tab. And yes, guys, this is definitely a PS4 stream, as I am playing the PS4 version of this game. It is out on multiple devices, including PC, Xbox Series S and X, PS5, PlayStation 4, and Nintendo Switch, as well as mobile devices. So basically anyone can play this game. The reason why I'm using my Souls of Revealing Light is because I don't have the 2 cards that I need so that can protect the Fire Princess, as well as have a continuous heavy effect keep on going off, which basically means I don't have my heals. So I am going to switch them into defense position so I don't take damage. For when this does, for when Souls of Revealing Light does expire. This will be next turn, I believe. Keep in mind, I am zooming for. Keep in mind the screen is all the way over. It's a good distance away, and my glasses aren't clean. For the lens part, they have to be. Basically, I'm still trying to figure out a good way to clean them without the lens getting scratched up, or without the lens basically falling out or getting pushed out of the frame. Because of this, it's kind of like, yo, if you have to be very gentle and careful, or else I fall out of your frames. Because for those who don't know, my eyesight is basically, I have good eyesight. So basically, it's like this, okay. My eyes are good. Nothing wrong with my eyes. Well, that's a lie. What I mean is, my eyesight is good, yes. I see perfectly fine. But when it comes to small text, I find it hard to. And since my shell is basically in need of repairs and has a lot of stuff on it, I can't stream from my shell. This is more closer to the TV than my bed is. Now, here's the difference. Streaming from my shell, I basically see the TV, the text are more bigger, which allows me to read the text more easily. But streaming from my bed, if I find it hard to stream from my bed. Wait, some bugs in my headset. I felt when my controller's like freaking, like when I have my control turned off and my headphones are in use, a freaking cockroach gets in my headphones. So the next time I basically have to use my headphones, I basically have to shake them out and do a lot of stuff just to make so there's no cockroaches in it. Fire princess, really? Not what I was hoping for. Besides this, basically, like, okay, so, besides having a bit of a hard time with small text, my eyes seem kind of normal, right? Yeah, well, that's the thing, guys and gals. I don't have like long vision. Oh, what's it called? I'm not long-sighted or short-sighted. I'm both. Kind of like, I guess what would that be considered? Middle-sighted? It's like not in one eye, it's in both eyes. I mean, like, I used to need glasses to see, well, mainly to see. Everything would be blowy. Then my and I do say that I basically worship a ton of different deities, a ton of different gods. But at the end of the day, I'm still I'm like, yo, even though I worship a lot of deities, this doesn't mean I don't worship Jesus, and this also doesn't mean that I don't worship God. Surprise! I still worship them, and I also still believe in them. It's just, I believe in multiple deities. This includes deities from other regions and religions too. Doesn't mean I don't believe, like, basically, this doesn't mean that I don't believe there's a God or Jesus exists. I do believe in God and I do believe in Jesus. That's the thing about why I am in Buddhism. I basically believe in multiple deities, including the Christian ones. So yeah. Oh. This doesn't mean when basically there's like a whole lot of a religion thing going on in games or on a platform. Yeah, it doesn't mean I don't find it annoying. Like, okay, example. But will it be Cyberpunk? Probably spoilers for Cyberpunk for those who haven't played it yet. But there was this one quest, okay? This one mission, this one job. Well, you basically, it's like an execution of an NPC, for those who don't know. And for in case you two don't know, an NPC is a non-player character. Meaning, they are on a script and following the script and what they was programmed to do. And basically, when doing this job, the player basically going along with him to kind of grant a last to help him make amends before it's broadcasted. And trust me when I say this, but basically it's like, okay, the dude is too into religion. Well, now, okay, when I say too into religion, flies, trying to speak, shoot, flies, and don't go into my eye. When I say too into religion, I mean basically he's a annoying amount. Basically, he annoys. What did I say, Fly? He's basically an annoying amount. He basically annoys. It's like to the point of, well, it's annoying. And basically, it's like a bit satisfying when you actually get to complete the job and not have to deal with him. But when, like, stuff like that in games is basically, that annoys me. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't think games should have religion. I actually do think when games include religion, it's basically including adding to the lore, and basically giving you more stuff to do. It's just, don't make it an annoying amount. It's like, okay, example would be an NPC annoying you to the point where you actually want the NPC to be slain, or to be destroyed. Then basically when you get that killed, when it comes to that point, and you witnessing it in what would be considered the most brutal, the most gory, the most painful execution, or the most painful way possible, it plays with your emotions. An example would be, now keep in mind, I'm not a game developer. I'm a gamer, and even though I'm not a game journalist, I am a streamer, and basically, yeah, it's like, okay, when you get to that embassy's these way of instruction, it basically is painful to watch. What we've done was basically have the player have a chance to save them. To basically have them repent and not take the easy way out. and try to make the world a better place. I would have had that route added just so it could be a separate route. So there's one specific NPC that's annoying could basically not die and basically get to become alone and grow as an individual, as well as basically has a chance to become less annoying. Not the faithful. But the way how it's done kind of makes you feel sorry. Kind of makes you wish there was a way to save them. This one classification is like that. And I feel... okay, it's like that for that one game. But as a gamer, I play games for a living. Gaming is my heart and soul, basically. So yeah. And a lot of the games I do play, I do find religion in the games, which I actually do like, but it's like not annoying amounts. Like it basically doesn't pair you with an annoying NPC for this entire religion's quest line. What it does do is basically gives you a quest related to the religion and stuff like that. Much more easier, much more simpler, less annoying. But yeah, let's see here, what else is there to talk about? Oh! Now I remember, it's not so long, it's near and far sighted. So, let's see. I'm near and far sighted in both eyes. So basically, so yeah. Let's see here. Ooh, this could be a Wix. But is the Wix worth it? I'm gonna say the Wix is worth it. I'm gonna take the Wix. Also guys and gals, how are you doing today? Let's see here. Good feel. An excellent place. they cancel out dice shot's effect, or basically prevented it from going off, or basically it didn't go off, or it did, but the dice roll was low, like a 1 and a 2, something like that. They could win this zone if they have the right amount of attack points of monsters, but they could also win in the next zone too. If they was, they're most likely gonna win this zone. Oh, yeah, today I was outside at. I decided to do a little bit of gardening. Basically, like, well, more like, I guess be landscaping or gardening, or trying to create art through, like, using the land, something like that. Basically what I did was take some tree branches and put them like around, like take some of the tree branches and put them like around, hold, to kind of give the flowing, or basically to give this uncovered section of, well, basically, man, looks like I lost so much, I got bunked down to 6 still. But yeah, basically, object you basically put a top over. I'm trying to remember the name of it. Onion, Terra, Terrace. What was the name of it? It's what was it called? I basically took some branches, put around it. He basically took some branches from the tree, put it around it to give it more like a more of a look that nature was basically going onto it. I guess in my mind, even though I can't heal my own thoughts all the time, so basically thinking a lot of time, but basically I'm guessing what my mind was thinking, basically what I was thinking, basically what I think my mind was thinking at the time was dystopian look. I mean, it does look good. I know that. Okay, crazy vampire. Let's see what deck you use. I'm guessing a vampire deck? I'd be surprised if it's a vampire deck. It's probably not even a vampire deck, but yep, it's not a vampire deck, it's a Cyber Dragon deck. Yeah, miss a chance right there, bud. I mean, like, I am working on a dinosaur deck. And for fact, the whole entirety of the bowl, I believe, fighting of the East, Shield of the South, and Key of the North is actually based around the four cardinal directions, but also basically, to me, it's basically the way how I came up with it is basically a weapon, basically for each one to kind of like represents the diversity of the decks that I use and the builds I use in games and all the different classes I play as in video games. An example would be, let's see, what would be a good example? Let's see, what's a good example? I would say Terror, but I haven't played that game in a long time. And I used to play Black Desert too. I used to do a whole entire series on Black Desert, but like on a fresh new character. I guess... Onslaught? Yeah. Maybe. Ni no Kuni. An example would be Ni no Kuni. Well, in that game, basically, though, you have tons of different ways you can build your characters familiars and stuff like that. And the diversity you can do. But another game is basically like DCUO. Or DC Universe Online. Well, you can basically be like a ranger or a seal though. Oh, now I'm basically kind of like the diversity you can have and go with in Guild Wars 2. Now, Guild Wars 2 is a game that I actually enjoy, and I actually am hoping that it comes to console, just so I can stream it for you guys, because I don't have a fancy gaming setup, and my laptop ain't quite working yet. And with the limitations of a laptop, I am unable to basically stream it and keep up with all the movements that is needed. As like literally I would basically be doing is trying to like press a button for certain things and basically press by trying to move and dodge out of the way. Try to do multiple things at once. I always have to stop just to look at, just to move the mouse before I move again. But stuff like that. And basically, in that game, you have very, very diverse teams. Example between being, you can, where for your races, you have tons of different backstories you can give your character. Tons of different classes you can pick from. To be honest, Guild Wars 2 along with World of Warcraft both feel like games that were ahead of their time. and are brilliant games. Games and know what they're doing. But mainly Guild Wars 2, it's like, okay, when playing Guild Wars 2, it basically feels like you create, when you create a character, it basically feels like you're creating a Dungeons and Dragons character. Except for, oh yeah, Neverwinter, that's another one. Except for the dice rolls. Yeah, there's no dice rolls to determine your stats. Basically, I believe the basically Guild rolls are determined on 2 factors for your character. One being your gear, actually one being what class you choose, and the second one being what race you picked. Both being like, okay, so basically both, like that's just for the factors, like I believe that's just to determine your starting the stats. Not 100% so, since it's been a while since I played. Besides that, basically, the game in itself is pretty brilliant. To make so no race is basically left out, they basically did was his freaking gave each race their own version of certain items. A good example of this would be the great sword that you receive if, like basically the difference between this one great sword you receive if your character is like a druid, like one of the druids races, or basically wood races or tree races. I think they're called, I can't remember the, basically like a flow land race. That's basically like a plant race, a tree race basically. There's this one great sword that's basically green. It looks pretty freaking cool. But like, but that's only locked, you can only get it as that one race. Then if you were to play as what I like to call the kitties race, or the big fluffy lion race, is what I like to call a lot of the cat races in video games sometimes. Better than calling them fluffy felines. Basically, who else like to call them fluffy kitty races? Yeah, basically, for them, the sword would be different. It'd be like look like a normal great sword, but it basically will have like a guild theme to it. So basically, there would like be some mechanical stuff on the great sword to basically make it look more so like a guild on the hilt, or basically guilds on the guard part of a sword. Ooh. This is actually a pretty interesting deck I'm facing. But yeah, that's one of the examples. And I kind of feel like I base it around that. Because in that game, there's tons of different ways you can play. What sakes? Hunting in the game is easy to do. If you want a little fluffy companion, you don't have to buy it. You basically go to, if you're a hunter, you basically look at what animals you can tame. Then when you find the one you want to tame, you go looking for it, and then you just press a button, and bingo bango, that monster is tamed. That creature is tamed. You can summon it at any time to aid you in battle. Okay, now we go. After this, I will do the final, like basically the flag part, basically the goals scenario. But before we do that, now going to Pokemon. I find that the sign of the recently released Pokemon, I think it's called something. Basically, I find the design of it to be similar to Cosmog. And I feel like Game Freak is basically pulling another Sun and Moon. No, this has been the question. If Game Freak is basically gonna give us frickin' Mega Evolutions, like, are they gonna bring it back? Hmm? Okay. Yeah. But yeah, basically are Game Freak bring back Mega Evolutions? If so, then that'd be the most Sup, Joss? Right now I'm in Wanks. As you can see. Another person wishing to do. Let's see. Let's do a 2-person. Yeah, 2 stand up for Billionaires. Dual time. Yeah, let's do normal. Let's see. Okay. And let's create the room. Here's the room numbers. Shots 567 954. Okay, let's do this. Didn't get a chance to see which deck was currently active. So you might get either my Dark Magicians or Mech Knights. You okay? So I restart the room. Ah. Hold on. Going disbanding, so yeah, you Knights. You will face the Mech Knights. Basically, just I'm going to text it. Let's see, room details. Okay, here's the room details, Josh. Hold on. Let me turn my phone volume down. Channel. Okay. There we go. Waiting on you. Ah. Let's see. I think I might go easy. Let's see here. I think I might go with you. Okay. And by the way, guys, this is a very easy deck to beat. Though, yes, shots is the idea is the same. I can show you guys what. Now, see. Okay. Begin duel. Let's see who luck will guide to victory. A civil. Green. So you PA up there. Oh my. Remember guys, no stream sniping. I'm really using my phone. It's basically what's chat to help with reading chat. That's actually you. And you. Wow, thank you. You actually helped me right there, Joss. Here's a hint to one of the cards. Yeah, be careful. Discarding will basically lead to damage. Level with the attacking, I guess, is a deck that basically uses one specific that focuses on one specific card that you haven't gotten yet. Let's use this to put a misdirection on the field. thinking, aren't you? I know what songs. Neat. Oh, you do have around 4 options to attack into. Which one would be your target? Ah, that one. Think of it like, mystical hats. It's a cool hat. Oh, some hats are a trap. Well, 102 hats aren't a trap. But which ones aren't a trap? Both face down hats are left. Which one isn't the traps? Ah, brain control. I'm only face up monsters like this one. What? Nice. But you still take damage. I don't think brain control lasts for very long. But yeah, guys, this is what I was talking about. Ooh. Taking that one, eh? You won't take any damage, but I appreciate the life points. Time to reveal the hats. Those who don't know, this count right here only lets them attack Moss Melon. They are unable to attack any of these other monsters except for Moss Melon. If they attack Moss Melon, they be taking battle damage. Because Moss Melon is the perfect defense against, well, perfect defense against battle damage, but not the perfect defense for all powerful cards. True. Well, not top of defense, let's say, are actually in defense position. surprised they haven't went to the episode deck yet. Let's set this. Activate this. You know, there's actually a way to get around this, like this specific field. It's very easy to beat this specific field of cards. It's like very easy to get around this one specific play of cards. It's like very easy to get around this obstacle. Yep, it's very easy. Let's activate. You did stuff. Oh. A channel deck. You gotta watch what you send to the grave. You gotta watch what you play. Remember, you be attacking defense system also. I believe that would basically trigger its effect. You should have not attacked. Actually, it doesn't matter. Should have done though was use this card. Because without that card, you wouldn't have basically have to worry about the only nightmare wheel on the field that was left over. Let's see. Let's go and use. Actually, yeah, it hit 2 hour mark. So let's go and finish up the goblins, aka the Plunder Patrol. Before we end, yeah, see, basically what would have happened, the way to get around that one play was to destroy the glasses, so you could target the other monsters. Management could have worked too if you had a call to ban this marshmallows. Because without marshmallows, you could just attack any monster you wish. Look like the last made it back safe and sound. Captain, look to be in high spirits. That means good results. If I had to guess. And we all set here. The waiting party ready for banquet to begin. A feast to celebrate audience. The best part of the whole thing. As far as the banquet is concerned, it doesn't matter who's coming back from the voyage and who beat in here the whole time. It's a time for us all to sell good fortune. As for sin. Oh, the captain's calling for the hill test. Suppose the kid's a full-fledged member of the crew now. Huh? What do you mean? You see, when a plunder patrol are recognized as full-fledged members, we receive a spy glass from the captain. For us, that one possession is as important as our very lives. It's more than just some tool for navigation. It's proof the captain sees us as his comrades. That kid be more serious to be a part of the plunder patrol than ever before. You, wishing ye luck, only a spy class of ye own someday. Do you your darndest? I ain't even got mine yet. There we go, we completed it. Reached the goal. Completed this entire gate. We don't have 1,000 yet, so yeah. Before we go off, remember guys, if you like the content I make, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell and share with family and friends. It helps the channel out. Thank you for everyone for coming out. I stream on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Thank you, Josh, for that amazing duel. Maybe I should have made a deck more weaker than Peaceful Gingerbread. Actually, in that duel, Gingerbread House didn't even show up. So you didn't, because the Gingerbread House. Hold on, let me see. So, are they actual gingerbread clogs? Savage belts. Let's see here. No, just injured belts apparently in this game. But yeah, basically, it was a great duel. I had fun. A great way to show people how the deck works, as well as basically how it's like trying let people have fun, but still thinking on your toes. Anyways, shout out to Josh just hope you've been a great duelist. You're all a great duelist. See you guys next time. Bye.